Oh, I love your hair. Thank you. Oh, I love your shoes. Oh, they're very old. Yeah, they're worth nothing really. Oh my God, your baby's so cute. Oh, I know. Yeah, isn't she just the most beautiful thing? Anyway, hi. Welcome back to the channel, The Goddess Style. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and I don't know, maybe some little technique on how to receive compliments and maybe even give them back. I personally think giving compliments should be something that we do as part of our kindness movement. I absolutely love giving compliments, but of course it has to be genuine. But the thing is, I think it's in a lot of culture, like in England and where I came from, a lot of people feel uncomfortable to receive compliments. I notice that, for example, Americans are much better at receiving compliments. Though, of course, some people can say in England, like, oh, like that, almost to the point where Americans are a little bit too arrogant about it. So how do we strike a great balance of being not too boastful or too humble or whatever? So here's a couple of tips. When someone gives you a compliment, the first thing you need to do is just smile, genuinely smile and say, thank you so much. If there's nothing else you can say, thank you so much. Because you know what? It takes a lot of guts for someone to give you a compliment, and it really should be making your day. And if I give someone a compliment and all they do is say, thank you so much, especially when they say, you've made my day, it actually makes my day too. I feel so much happier. I walk along and I skip thinking, oh, I've made someone's day. I made someone smile. And that is one of the best, I think one of the most charitable thing you can do to someone else is to make someone else smile, right? And second thing is, when someone gives you a compliment, don't be boastful and just go, yeah, I know. I mean, come on. I mean, like I said, it takes a lot of guts for someone to give you a sincere compliment. The least you could do is be a little bit humble about it. Go, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I kind of knew that, but thank you for telling me anyway. It's nice to hear I've made the right choice. You know, for example, if I say to someone, oh, I love your bag. It's the most gorgeous thing ever. It's a unique piece. And if someone's like, oh, yes, it is. It's one of a kind in the world. Thank you so much anyway. I know I've made the right choice of buying this one of a kind bag. You know, I learned something new that, oh yeah, she's, you know, she or he has bought the one only piece of this particular thing in the world. But at the same time, you know, I know that person is feeling really a pride in her or his choice. So it's a win-win situation. The other thing you shouldn't do is actually kind of mumble, oh, thank you so much, and just kind of like shuffle away. Come on, give the complimenter, you know, the respect they deserve because they've been magnanimous enough to compliment you or to kind of come up with this really nice thing to say to you. I mean, of course, unless of course it's a bit cheesy, you know, if you're a girl and you think the guy's trying to like just, you know, dirty flirt with you or whatever, and you know, if a guy's like, oh, you're so pretty, did you just fall from heaven, and you can just go, yeah, thank you, and you just kind of mumble off, right? But otherwise, don't mumble off, just, you know, be gracious and say thank you for the compliment. And of course the other thing is, you know, when you receive a compliment, I have, of course, with this crazy hair of mine, almost every day I get someone approaching me saying, I love your hair, it's amazing. Okay, to the point where sometimes it can get a bit boring that I keep being complimented only on my hair. Like, what about my smile? What about my eyes? What about my petite size? Nobody says anything about that. Okay, I'm not complaining. What I'm saying is, you know, every day almost I get someone saying to me, oh, I love your hair, oh, it's so pretty. And I always have this kind of standard line saying, oh, thank you so much. You know, I've always wanted to be a rainbow in a gray day, and I hope I've been your rainbow today. And they always will say like, oh yes, you know, you make me smile. And I thought, oh, thank you so much. That's all I want, you know, that's all I hope to do, is to make someone else smile. And if we are kind of in the tube and I'm kind of opposite them or they're sitting next to me, I take a moment, a short moment, I try to find something that I find that I could compliment genuinely about them. Maybe they have a nice, like I said, you know, maybe they have nice eyebrows, or, you know, they're reading a great book. I find something to comment back on. I try to return it. I try to give back the kindness they've given to me. So, you know, I'm like, oh, by the way, I do too, like, you know, your shoes, your bag, or whatever. You know, at one point, this person very, very quietly just said, I love your hair. And then she went back to reading her book, and I just went, I love your bag. That looks like a really nice LV, you know, and I kind of mentioned the model, and she's like, oh, thank you so much. I love this bag, you know. It took me 3 years of working and saving to buy this LV bag, and I'm really glad that you like it. And I'm like, wow, well done. You know, and it became a really a small conversation about hard work and everything else. So you see, sometimes you never know when a compliment can lead to a much bigger achievement. You know, it's about complimenting not only her bag. I complimented her actually on the fact that she's managed to save really, really hard on her small salary to buy this nice Louis Vuitton bag, which, you know, people with the resources think, oh, it's just another Louis Vuitton bag, it cost me $1.5 grand or whatever. But for someone like her, who probably didn't have a lot of money, like she said, she took 3 years to save up the money to buy the LV bag. And I thought, oh my God, what a sweet story, you know, by her giving me a small, like, whisper compliment. I return it by mentioning something about, which I thought was like a common thing in London, a nice handbag, and it turned out into this amazing story. So yeah, that's my tip. So, you know, do try and compliment someone every single day if you can. You know, think of it as an act of kindness. You know, that paid forward system. I try and make someone smile at least 3 times a day. I try to compliment someone, you know, I said 3 times a day. I try to do a good deed. Like I said, 3 times a day, I try to pass some kindness forward. And when I do receive it back, I very graciously say thank you, and I try to return the compliment to them. If you cannot find anything nice to say, then don't feel pressured to return the compliment. Just say thank you, smile, and nod your head and move on, right? So these are my simple tips of how to receive compliments, and if you can, how to give them back. So I hope you find a great, you know, some great thoughts about this. Tomorrow, go out there, try it, make someone else's day. Make, you know, you see someone looking a little bit sad, you see someone that needs a little cheering up, say something nice, okay? You never know when you are going to turn someone's days around. And if you like my tip, don't forget to click subscribe, like this video, thumbs up, like this video, and comment on this. And I'd love to hear your thoughts about how you make someone else's day. And for the rest of the week, have a great one. Mwah. Bye.